Welcome back to Hogwarts, the only school where the safety policy is survive if you can. It's year 2 and Harry Potter is back. You'd think after the whole Voldemort stuck to a guy's head situation, the Ministry would check in on this kid. But nope, instead he's stuck at the Dursleys again, eating cold soup while Dudley gets triple desserts. Enter Dobby the house elf, who breaks into Harry's room like a squeaky-voiced burglar. Dobby warns him, "Don't go back to Hogwarts, terrible things will happen." And Harry's like, "Okay, but terrible things happen at the Dursleys too. Pick your poison." So Dobby decides the best way to protect Harry is by destroying his life. Doki drops a cake on a guest's head and gets him locked in his room with bars on the windows. Enter the Weasleys, who bust Harry out with their dad's flying car. Because nothing says rescue mission like committing Grand Theft Auto at age 12. Harry spends the rest of summer at the Burrow, which is basically the magical version of organized chaos. The dishes wash themselves, the clock stalks you, and gnomes get yeeted out of the garden like lawn darts. Then it's off to Diagon Alley, where Harry almost dies in a sketchy fireplace trip. He meets Gilderoy Lockhart, a walking shampoo commercial who insists on hijacking Harry's fame. Oh, and Lucius Malfoy picks a fight with Arthur Weasley in the bookstore because nothing says family bonding like public brawling over school supplies. The gang heads back to school, except Harry and Ron miss the train. Logical solution? Drive the flying car straight into Hogwarts airspace. Subtle, very subtle. They crash into the Whomping Willow, which proceeds to beat the car into submission like it owes it money. The car then dumps them and drives off into the forest, officially more independent than half the students. Back at school, Lockhart proves himself to be the most useless teacher alive. His lessons involve handing out autographed photos of himself and unleashing Cornish pixies, which immediately wreak havoc while Lockhart screams and runs away, a plus role model. Meanwhile, Harry starts hearing creepy whispers in the walls, which is definitely not a red flag at all. Students start turning into statues, and someone writes, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened in blood on the wall like it is Hogwarts' worst Pinterest project." Naturally, everyone blames Harry because he can talk to snakes. Because nothing says heir of Slytherin like a scrawny 12-year-old with glasses. The trio brews Polyjuice Potion, which basically tastes like swamp sludge, but turns you into someone else. Harry and Ron become Crab and Goyle, which means they lose half their vocabulary and gain twice the appetite. Hermione, meanwhile, accidentally mixes in cat hair and spends the rest of the day as a tabby. Madame Pomfrey is not even surprised anymore. Then Harry finds Tom Riddle's diary in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. It's like the wizard version of texting a stranger you shouldn't trust. The diary sends Harry a flashback showing teenage Hagrid getting expelled for having a monster. Spoiler, it wasn't him. More kids and even a cat are petrified. Filch loses his mind, Dumbledore gets kicked out, and Hagrid gets sent to wizard prison, but not before dramatically telling the boys to follow the spiders. Because apparently giving clear instructions is too easy. So Harry and Ron follow a trail of spiders into the Forbidden Forest, where they meet Aragog, a talking spider the size of a small car with 8,000 hungry children. He clears Hagrid's name, and then tries to feed the boys to his kids. Very helpful. Luckily, the flying car comes back like Herbie the Lovebug to save them. Hermione, still petrified, manages to clutch a note about the basilisk, a giant snake that kills with its stare. Suddenly, everything makes sense. The voices, the pipes, the petrifications. Harry and Ron put it together. Ginny's been taken into the chamber. With Lockhart helping, translation, screaming uselessly, they dive into the plumbing. Lockhart tries to erase their memories, but his wand backfires, wiping himself instead. Good riddance. Harry finds Ginny unconscious and meets Tom Riddle, who is actually young Voldemort hanging out in the diary. Riddle summons the basilisk because what's a finale without a giant murder snake? Just when things look bleak, Fox the Phoenix arrives with a magic sword like Uber Eats for heroes. Harry kills the basilisk, stabs the diary, and saves Ginny. Riddle explodes into diary confetti, and Lockhart is still wandering around asking for his autograph. Back at school, everyone celebrates, exams are cancelled, and Harry frees Dobby by tricking Lucius Malfoy into giving him a sock. Yes, a sock. Harry Potter, 12 years old. Save the school again. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more Harry Potter content. Hey, remember that time Neville shot a troll with a batarang? No, me neither. Hey, wanna know why Ron doesn't like spiders? Because they're always up to web noodles. Did you know a hippogriff can pull a really bad prank by letting out a nasty burp? That's so foul. And finally, do you know what's the hardest part about being a wizard? Finding your reading glasses when they're not on your face.